Boom, 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 bow. So I just wanted to go over the esoteric meaning of the houses of the zodiac that I've come to find over my notes the past 5 years that I think would be helpful. I haven't heard anybody speak this way of the houses before, so I think it might be beneficial. I hope it brings some value to you to be able to hear what I think are the meanings of the houses. The first house, ruled by Aries, the emergence of soul purpose and activities. The emergence of the idea of yourself, the persona, what is seen on the outside, your physical idea of yourself that manifests accordingly from your soul mind. The second house, I've learned, are the spiritual values in the use of life energies. It's why we contributed to our possessions and our things, is how are we making use of our spiritual energies so that it may come back to us in its objective form, the subjective and objective result. So how are we using our spiritual gifts? We will know that by our second house. If what our challenging aspects of our using our personality and our real gifts in the physical world to receive our physical value and self-worth back to us. To be able to see God's face in the physical manifestation of it. A good quote from Reverend Ike, he was quoting the Bible, saying that when God passes by you, when I pass by you, you will not see my face, you'll only see my backside. That we don't see our thoughts, so we see the backside of our thoughts. And that's what the second house of using our spiritual values and gifts means to me esoterically. How do we receive that value back to us in the physical world? House 3, mental energy, relating of the higher and lower selves, ruled by Gemini, the twins, the personality and the soul, how we relate to other people interpersonally, and how our image is of ourselves because of those interactions. The third house of brothers, sisters, a very intangible world, and the physical world around us has to be one. Honest speech, then you know who your friends are, and you'll be living in reality. The fourth house, the foundation of the soul, what makes you you, how you grew up, what your home was like, who your children are, who your parents are. The fifth house, expression of our spiritual will. What is our true identity and purpose being expressed at this time? What do we want to express? Not just the persona of our first house is what everyone sees on the surface, but what are we here to push through that persona? Maybe it's our talents, gifts, maybe it's teaching. The sixth house, personality integration, service through healing and nurturing, the integration of one with all personas and personalities. And by healing others, what health do we receive for ourselves? The seventh house, the path of inner union of the soul and personality. So people associate the seventh house with partnerships, and that comes with the balance of the feminine and masculine. If we're speaking about twin flames, so if there's a challenging aspect in the seventh house, it says it might take a few soulmates to find this integration of the soul and personality before you can attract that other full cup like unto yourself. The eighth house, the path of awakening in soul consciousness, the inevitable, the sacrifices, the deaths, the inevitable upheavals, the tower moments, the Pluto influences. Ninth house, ruled by Sagittarius, knowledge of cosmic law and wisdom, the use of our spiritual understanding. The 10th house, spiritual purpose and responsibility, our duty in this lifetime. The 11th house, spiritual visions, aspirations, and spiritual groups. The ideas and people that expand us to grow. The people and ideas that inspire us to grow. The 12th house, the unredeemed past karma, the bondage to our personality, and what becomes our selfless sacrifice to humanity, and our selfless service to humanity. What drives our service to humanity. Your rising sign are the qualities you want to develop in this lifetime. The rising sign is the soul's purpose and the path to our future. The planet that rules this zodiac of your first sign is your house ruler, your first house ruler, and your chart ruler. Combined with understanding of our north node is where we're going, is where we're heading. Our goals, our sun sign and our sun house is symbolic of our present. So I just think it's kind of cool. So I hope these esoteric meanings of the houses bring some value to you in your research on your birth chart and helping others understand. And remember, don't be a victim. Get mad. Astrology is real. Apollo is the sun. Christ is the sun and whatever. And get mad. Don't be a victim. Cancel GM or whatever. And cancel even flow and all that.